Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I have a very special beer for you all. This right here is Hoppin Café B.O.R.I.S. Now what's really cool about this one is not only is it the latest variation on the regular B.O.R.I.S, which is a great beer, but this used to be a brewery only release. And what's kind of strange is that a lot of these special release beers, not all of them, but most of them from Hoppin start out as brewery only releases. However, a few weeks or a few months later they hit shelves. This one just got here, so for any of my subscribers who live in Northeast Ohio, if you're interested in getting some of this, I would hurry down to Rosie's in Lakewood. That's where I picked this one up. They only had a few bottles left at this point, so when you see this video, go down there, call them, see if they still have any left, because this beer is going fast. So, as you can see from the title and the artwork there, what they did with this one is they took the base beer of B.O.R.I.S and then they cold infused whole coffee beans into it. So they said that this adds the aroma and flavor of coffee, but it doesn't add a lot of that astringent bitterness to the beer. And B.O.R.I.S is already a decently bitter beer, so I think that's really cool that they did that. And as you can see, I got my nifty little Hoppin snifter to go along with it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh wow, man, oh man, can you smell coffee? Tons of coffee. It smells like fresh ground coffee beans. It almost smells like espresso. Wow, yeah, I mean, yeah, it smells like there's enough coffee in here to keep you awake for a while, actually. Wow, that is awesome, though. If you are a coffee fan, this just straight up smells like coffee. There's a hint of vanilla sweetness in there. There's just a touch of caramel in the background. Not much, though. There's some bittersweet dark chocolate, a little bit of milk chocolate in there. Some definite roastiness. But wow, yeah, this is very, very coffee forward smelling. Awesome stuff. Let's go ahead, take our first sip. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. That tastes like cold black coffee. Wow, that is crazy. It seriously tastes like a straight up cup of coffee. You get a little bit more of that vanilla, kind of mid palate, and then on the back end, wow, there's a ton of just kind of like a charred, roasty note. Definitely some bittersweet dark chocolate, and a touch of that milk chocolate in there as well, but damn, this is dominated. I mean, it tastes like it tastes like the coffee beans. It tastes like when coffee's been roasted for a while. It tastes like espresso. All at the same time. There's a lot of nuances coming from this, which is really, really crazy. But wow, yeah, they definitely outdid themselves with this one. Tastes like coffee, coffee, coffee. Like I said, you do get some of that chocolate, a big roast note, mainly on the back end. You get a little bit of caramel in there, but wow, definitely very, very coffee forward. It's got a nice full body, a very creamy mouthfeel, although it's not quite as thick as regular B.O.R.I.S. However, the oats that they use in this just really help to make sure that it's got a very creamy, smooth mouthfeel, which is awesome. Just goes really well with this beer. You can't really smell the alcohol, can't taste the alcohol. There's definite warming as it goes down. But as usual, this shares the exact same ABV as all the other B.O.R.I.S variants to date. So sitting right at 9.4. And at that high of an ABV, this being fresh, I really expected it to be, a little bit boozy. And it is, but it's not bad at all. I'll tell you what, this tastes more like coffee than it does beer. So if you guys love coffee, then this is a perfect beer. Definitely one to pick up. However, that being said, if you're not a coffee fan, one to stay away from. I mean, this is more coffee forward than I think Founder's Breakfast Stout even. This is crazy, crazy good. So, really, really nice. And I like that it has a little bit of vanilla, that chocolate and roast, just everything to make it a little bit more of a complex beer beyond being just a one-note coffee beer. So, awesome stuff. As far as a rating, guys, I am going with a 9.3 out of 10. It's definitely an A beer. It's really, really awesome, and it does have some sweeter notes, but really it just comes back to that bitterness, and I'm glad that they were able to extract the coffee flavor without the added bitterness, because like I said, the base beer, already bitter enough, don't need to do any more to it, so very, very cool. If you have a chance to pick this up, I highly suggest it. Very, very tasty. Alright guys, for my musical recommendation tonight, I want you guys to check out a band by the name of Margot and the Nuclear So-and-Sos. Yeah, that has to be one of the best band names ever, I think. And I want you to look into their 2010 record, Buzzard. They are an indie group primarily. However, they are just kind of all over the place, really. They have some slightly bluesier notes. They have some classic rock, some more indie type rock. They have some interesting instrumentation. They have some very upbeat stuff, some kind of mid-grade, depressing stuff even, and their lyrics are just really, really awesome. I've been digging on them again recently. I hadn't listened to them in a while, and just everything they do is really, really sweet. So I know you guys probably don't check out every band that I suggest, but this is definitely one to look into. Alright guys, that does for this beer review, and remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.